just heard them tune in. I just heard them tune in. Huh? Here. Hey. Started off. There they go. Y'all saw them? There they go. So she gonna come back and do her intro all over again. Doggone right. Doggone right. There they go. Dog. Huh? Play with me. Go ahead and play with me. Huh? Because I'll go live all day. I don't care what I said about a schedule. I'll keep going live all day until I get what I got to say off my chest. Because y'all ain't finna be raising y'all demon goddess witches that y'all been praising all this time. You demon warlock witches. And I can't get to counteract and have anything to say, huh? Out loud. See, I don't have to come on here and do this. I could do this behind closed doors, but I want to make sure it goes to all the world in this generation, and it will. Because I'm literally speaking to those of the world. And 5 generations, 6 generations, all the generations of power that they trying to use to harness the light of beings who are written in the book of light and life, but might end up getting blotted out for y'all nonsense. So let me go back to where I was gonna take you. Like I said, the beings who are out there, I don't know who that is that they're about to bring in. Either 2 things gonna happen. They're gonna blow up on their way in, or those are a whole set of particular beings. That's not the original beings that was out there in space. They was picked up under the Biden administration. And once again, the fact that they got Neil deGrasse Tyson opening his mouth, sitting up there with him in his high stance, if it wasn't for him, you wouldn't be here. Him and his indigenous to the land, and his brother them and all them, his sister, they down with the Fords and all. I wouldn't be surprised if, what's his name, Neil deGrasse Tyson has a spot in Solomon's house, if he's one of the fellows at for Solomon's house. Got to be. For him to be opening his mouth trying to persuade people and throw their minds off of the glitch that happened, the worldwide massive glitch with these astronauts. Now, again, because Elon is going against the grain, y'all. He is going against the grain. He is going against the grain. And he telling on everybody, not because he's doing it to make a betterment for anybody but himself. He's still trying to prove to his daddy them. But if you could see it playing out the way it's playing out, now they just put out a document where not only they're calling on their goddesses for protection, Ukraine is calling on their goddesses. Everybody is calling on their goddesses for protection except for our people. They calling on little bitty witches who worship wood and stuff. That they want to stay attached to the land. They calling on witches. They not calling on those who came through the line of Judah. But don't worry about it. I'm going straight to the mem. I'm going straight to the mem where my ancestors taught the Hukai. One of the elders already started the call when he put Aleph. See, I won't tell y'all the sacred places that I go and watch anymore. I leave that because those right there, that's where the real knowledge, the true knowledge, wisdom, and understanding come from. I mentioned some names the other day, and those again is entertainment, battle, and a proof. A proof, because each one of them that I mentioned the other day has blocked me. Even one of them that I mentioned, I used to be sitting in their chat and watching, and I used to really love to be involved in their chat. I'm not going to say who, but I will say Invisible School, wherever the location of Invisible School of Solomon's house is. And I would wait and just listen and watch and interact. But before, I'd be there for a good 10, 15 minutes. And anytime I let my presence be known, the first thing he would do and say is, female dog better have my money. And I kept testing it to see, is he serious? So that's why I stayed over there for a minute and still communicated, because I don't get ran off with threats and things like that. Anybody that went to school with me could tell you, I was never the type to play victim. Now, I didn't go home crying talking about I'm being bullied. The bullies used to have to worry about, okay, we gonna bully Abigail today, but what is she gonna do? So anyways, that's the same attitude that got me in trouble in the first place. When that police officer sat in front of me, my family tell you, the same cocky attitude, the same person that I am right now, that's how I was talking and responded to him when he came at me with that dumb mess. But each time they medicated me more and more. They found every type of medication that they could to snatch me in the system. Every time he interrogated me, it was after med time, at night, early, or late evening, early morning meds. That's why I stand against pharmaceutical meds right now these days. Then they had me on a condition where I was mandated, even in the release, I was mandated to be on their meds, and that they would take and test my blood monthly. Talking about they testing to just make sure my liver okay. Anyways, that's neither here or there. As they call on their demon goddesses that they've created from so many centuries ago, I'm going to the word. And then I'm going to break it down for you. So let's go to this Federal Register document as they listening in and tuning in right now. So this Federal Communications document right here, let me see if I can make it larger and then pull it in. Let's make it larger. See what it looked like for y'all. Okay, so this Federal Communications document is a revision of them using the cool frequency, the cool band. Now, they playing close. They playing close. You know why they playing close? They really playing games. Because if they don't allow, if they go to try to block Elon before they realize it, the fact that he can shut, this is where you end up seeing the satellites begin to fall from the sky. And then they're going to pretend that, see, that's the pretend part right there. They're going to pretend that we under attack, or we're having meteors hit the earth and all that type of stuff, that, but it's going to be, them satellites will start dropping. But they're going to try to make it seem like we under attack from other countries versus what it's really going to be. So here's this final rule of a document that's been revised over and over and over again. And again, when they release the power to the satellite services to use the Ku band, which I went over with y'all time and time again, they've changed it because they don't want it to be separate. They want it to be a unified they wanted to be unified, that one voice under the one word order. Remember, I told you it's not really a one world order. They are of the world. You are the living word. Their agenda is to take, grasp, and hold of you, the living word. you were and existed with God in the beginning. And then when they went and dispersed the word through the Tower of Babel, so they're twin towers. How many twin towers they have all over the land? The most recent one that I say that they took and paid attention to was the one in Canada. And you see what's going on with Canada. And that twin tower, the connection to the controlling the hip hop industry, or people, what they call a particular culture, they correlate hip hop with culture. Anyways, you see in the twin tower stance in Canada, Drake and some other artists posed in fur coats in front of the tower in the most recent album, or his last album, whatever the name of that artist is. I don't know who it is. So that's one connection to this document, in me trying to have you understand or comprehend that the revision for this is to move from the separatists into the union. So they want these bands under this one voice, one word encapsulation that they're intending to do. So look at the words here. These fixed microwave service licenses make significant use of the Unit 5, the Unit 7 bands, and also operated relatively smaller bands of Unit 8 band. The microwave links provide backhaul for commercial wireless providers, such as traffic between commercial wireless base stations and wireline networks, coordinated railroad train movements, control natural gas and oil pipelines, manage electric grids, also carry long distance phone calls. So the one who controls the Starlinks is the one that rules and has control over all of these entities here. They didn't really realize what was going on. And once they realized the control, like I've been saying it for you, Antichrist Elon. Once they realized the control that he have over every single aspect. Now look at, they want to go into the C-band. Fixed satellites are located in the Earth to space direction in all 4 subbands. Which subbands? The Ka band, the Ku band, the C band, which is the SEE, and the G band, which is the generation. Here they go into the control aspects of it, and all of this right now is there. They want to change the power that they allowed him to access, because there may be a very, very slim chance Elon may end up accepting the ways of the line of Judah. Elon may very well decide, that the children of light have been right all this time. And they scared, they are scared because only, well, I can't say that. I can't say I got ready to say only a righteous being is going to go tell on everybody. Sometimes somebody will tell on everybody just to make sure that they can have their own way. But y'all see all of this right now? These bands, he have the access and ability right now to shut down Intel, Google, Meta, Microsoft, Qualcomm, Japan. Y'all see what's going on with Japan right now? Ain't Japan up in flames right now? It says they emphasize that such operations will support a host of immersive real-time applications in areas such as healthcare, high accuracy locations, advanced connectivity, innovative game experiences, augmented reality, virtual reality devices, among other uses. The wearables, the virtual reality, it helps enhance business, enhance learning opportunities, healthcare opportunities, bring new entertainment experiences. Several commenters have also insert that technical rules can be established to protect incumbent spectrum users from harmful interference. Apple, Broadcom submitted several technical studies to support their contention. All of a sudden, they got contention serious out of serious. They want microwave incumbent research out of serious now, vehicular mobile. Then they gonna mention MEMA right here. This is where I knew they was talking about they God. They call and they say, look, they use the word offense, extremely possible, and they call on their God. No, that's the motor vehicle motors, the people in control. No, it's not. This document right here, because look at how recent it is. They had everything fixed and fine, and now they want to drop this rule, but they say there's a problem. And in this problem, we pushing it forth, and we got to make it a rule today. It's a final rule. Look, 3-6. This final rule drops tomorrow. This final rule drops tomorrow. They say, nah, we ain't waiting. We dropping this rule today. And we calling on our goddess MEMA to help us move forward. Well, why they calling on MEMA? Look, they calling on MEMA. They calling on Carlo. No, we just talking about cars. Nah, they calling on Monte Carlo and MEMA. How far back does Carla and MEMA go? This the last time that y'all will be able to raise them demons, They calling on the demon Francisco. That's two demons put together. They calling on their demon MEMA. They calling on Monte Carlo. Because they thought they was doing something. See, they gonna go to the end thinking that they gonna win. And this is the last and final. Like, the word of God is not gonna be held true. They've been following all of their scripts, but following it thinking that they're gonna win. So as y'all go ahead calling on y'all demons, raising, look, it says they got to make sure they saying it in English. See, See the azimuth? Any of y'all remember me going over azimuth? They raising a demon today. Look at the receiver noise figure, because I've been telling y'all what to do to block out the frequencies from around you. It's time to beat the drums. It is time to blow the flutes. And if y'all look, they gonna bring 9/11 into the story. I cannot make this up. You see? Can you see that? Should I make it bigger? How they gonna bring 9/11 into the story again? But they want to say 2023. How they gonna bring 9/11 into the story again? That's for those who don't believe I am who I say I am. Huh? That's for y'all who never believe. Talking about they block me for protection. You's a lie. You a liar, and the truth ain't in you. If I ever needed y'all protection, ever, I have only one protector. So that's a lie. You didn't study to show yourself approved before you opened your mouth and decided you knew who I was, or knew what the story was, or even to block me, or attempted to block me and everything else. Now we at the last and final call. We had the last and final call, and y'all want me to take it, choose a side. Ain't no side. If you're gonna choose, you choose the side right now. You choose ye this day. And Elon, it is best for you if you want to survive. If you let me see. Let me fix this so I can talk directly to you. Elon, if you want to survive, you need to go right now. Don't waste no time. How quick you went to Joe Rogan? You need to go. You have access and the ability to go and talk to Dr. Malachi Z. York right now. I'm telling you. If they go for you, they going for your whole bloodline. You think the threat is against you? They gonna take out the little Pinocchio boy you made, the artificial intelligence, and your real children. This is the last and final. If you want to know how to save your children right now, ain't no money, no protection, nothing you got going on is going to be able to protect your little ones from the school, and for you accepting and signing on to that demonic force that you work with. If you want to know, it's only one person on this plane of existence that you need to be talking to. All right. Don't say I didn't warn you. Don't say I didn't warn you. You think the threat is against your life. It's against every part of your DNA. Oh, not your daddy. He's straight. He working with them. All right. Let me explain to you who are here with me about the goddess that they called on, and everything, nothing on the page is a coincidence. Not one thing. So first, let me see what page they called her on. They called her on the 10th page. So the first one they call for is Mima. The first one they call for is Mima. Now, Mima they got a thing called Better World Books. You could go look for this. No, not Better World Books. That's not what I don't want that one. In Ukraine, she is equivalent to their goddess called Mara. So I don't know what type of make-believe story this is, but according to information in regards to who Mima is, for Ukraine, Mima is equivalent to the goddess Mara. Then for Russia, of course, it's Morena. For Africa, the Mali Empire. She comes out of there. Now for the line of Judah, we go straight into Mem. So for the elder that called on Aleph as a cry, which is the first for the 911 call that they keep doing, we reversing. He did the Aleph call. I'm supposed to do the Mem. And the Mem is Psalms 119. Psalms 119. Psalms 119. 97 through 104. Oh, how I love thy law. It is my meditation all the day. Though through thy commandments has made me wiser than mine enemies, for they are ever with me. I have more understanding than all of my teachers, because I keep thy precepts upon precepts. I understand more than the ancients, because I keep thy precepts, Mem. I have refrained my feet from every evil way, that I might keep thy word, Mem. I have not departed from thy judgments, for thou hast taught me, Mem. How sweet are thy words unto my taste, yea, sweeter than honey to my mouth, Mem. Through thy precepts I get understanding, overstanding, right wisdom, right knowledge, overstanding. Therefore, I hate every false way. See, I wasn't saying nothing when I said the hate that you got and see what you did. I was showing you the power of what it was that you did. That's in the comment section, y'all, for those who don't know what I'm talking about. Immediately, they went into the defense. We ain't on no football field, but if you want to be, huh? I stopped hurraying and doing football 2005 when my father, the man that raised me, transitioned. I don't do sports. I realize and recognize the spell of sports. So, besides them calling on Mima, they have, remember I told you, for every righteous way, there is also the other twofold. And when you study to show thyself approved, you study in the way the religious, you look at the flesh, and you look at the spiritual. So the spiritual wickedness in high places, in this document, they are calling on their goddess, Mima. I just counteracted with Mem. Let's see if I can make this a little bit larger. They use the reverse of the Psalms 119 by putting 911 in the same document that they calling on their goddess Mima to try to adjust the bands and take back what they thought was going their way. So they go Nab. They got Nab up in here. They calling on him again too. So wait, let me just do it like this. September. Right there. And then after they call on Mima, then they call on Monte Carlo. So that's the spiritual wickedness in high places, the satellites, the wanting to access and control your frequency. But then you have the science, the attack of the scientists that come out of the House of Solomon also. And the study of memetics, or the memetics, became a science where they learned how to manipulate our connection with meme. They learned how to manipulate our connection with meme. Darwin was one of the head honchos in it. So the elder that I'm referring to earlier that called on Aleph, or he did the first call, I think sometimes he don't even realize what it is that he's doing. I don't know. I just sometimes really truly believe he don't know, or he just be playing dumb or playing slow. I don't want to say dumb, but playing slow. Because dumb, he's able to speak fluently. But I happened to see a video where he was making a joke about something that someone said. And I think he's making making it seem like it's a joke to help the person get the attention, because that person's tone sounds just like his. To get the attention of the truth of the study of memetics, and how, okay, like right here, the science of memetics goes into, like right here where it says virus of the mind, where if a person believes in something, they have to evolve into that belief in order for it to actually take form. In order to be able to turn your dreams into reality, you have to evolve into the thought process of whatever it is that you want to achieve or believe. So the being that he was making a joke about says he said the reason why man can't feel the speed of the earth is because their minds haven't evolved into that thought. To me, that made perfect sense, but because he was laughing and making a joke and he keep replaying it, I think he's trying to show something. I don't know. But if you want to go deeper into the comprehension of where and how they were able to do all these things that we once had the ability and capability of, and thought processes and turning your dreams into reality, it comes out of the word. And the word comes out through water and turns into light. Even the plasma rays that develop, the rays develop into a liquefied solution within your DNA and gives you light and life. The sun is not hot. It takes the liquids within your lungs to pass through a state to turn that is still water. Your breath holds the meme. And life and death is not in the power of the tongue, but in the power of the word. And some would say, no, you have to speak and lap your tongue like a dog to make a word. But just the sound oh alone is a word. A hum is a word, and you don't have to move your tongue. A person that is deaf and dumb can't form a word, but they still have a sound frequency. The sound that comes from this whistle is a word. And this word and this sound frequency you travel to the Most High and create a wave, which is a word. In the beginning was the word. You were the word. Before you became flesh, before the foundations of all this man-made mumbo jumbo. They put the M, look, in front. Let me show you this document. again. Look how they put the M in brackets within this prayer document that they put out. I'm going to come back later because I have things that I want to do and I want to kind of relax before I go into the rest of my day. But I'm going to come back to explain Monte Carlo and their prayer. Look, the old post office. Y'all know the story of the old post office? And the different languages, who Mem is to all of the different languages. I may go into that. Somebody else may decide to take it over. But before I leave from here, I'm going to read all of 911. I'm about to read all of Psalm 119. Psalms 119. How did this happen? When did this happen? Oh, goodness. I don't know what I was doing to make this happen. Everything turned, I should have left it that way. It must have been a reason. It must have been a reason for it to be left like that, to turn and get all twisted like that. Because I don't know when that happened. I don't know when that happened. Hey, when I finish this, y'all will know. When I finish this, I got my grandmother lips on point. I got the lips and nose. I'm not good at shading. This one I wish I would have paid attention in art classes in high school. I wouldn't pay attention for nothing. I had to do my own thing. Now I be wishing I had paid attention in art. But look, I got my grandma lips perfect. Perfect. Oh, the energy saver on. Anyways, I'm definitely, like I said, I'm going to come back, but I want to read all of 119, and I'll start with the left as the elder put it out there. As the elder put it out there the other day, I was like, why did he put that? Huh? And here it is. Here it is. Blessed are the undefiled in the way, who walk in the law of the Lord. Blessed are they that keep his testimonies and that seek him with a whole heart. They also do no iniquity, they walk in his ways. Thou hast commanded us to keep thy precepts diligently. Oh, that my ways are directed to keep thy statutes. Then shall I not be ashamed when I have respect unto all thy commandments. I will praise thee with the uprightness of heart. When I shall have learned thy righteous judgments, I will keep thy statutes, or forsake me not utterly. I guess that's his people, because there's people do believe in statues. Who are the who are the best in this? That tribe need to be calling out. That's 911, 9 through 9 through 16. Wherewith shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. With my whole heart have I sought thee. Oh, let me not wander from thy commandments. Thy word have I hid in my heart, that I might not sin against thee. Blessed art thou, O Lord. Teach me thy statutes. With my lips I have declared all the judgments of thy mouth. I have rejoiced in the way of thy testimonies, as much as in all riches. I will meditate in thy precepts and have respect unto thy ways. I will delight myself in thy statutes. I will not forget thy word. That's to that tribe. Gimel, their tribe goes into the 9/11 call, 17 through 24. Deal bountifully with thy servant, that I may live and keep thy word. Open thou mine eyes, that I may behold wondrous things out of thy law. I am a stranger in the earth. Hide not thy commandments from me. My soul breaketh for the longing that it hath unto thy judgments at all times. Thou hast rebuked the proud that are cursed, which do err from thy commandments. Do err from thy commandments. Remove from me approach and contempt, for I have kept thy testimonies. Princes also did sit and speak against me, but thy servant did meditate in thy statutes. Thy testimonies are my delight and my counselor. That's to the Gamels. That's to their tribe. 17 through 24. The Dalebs, and this may not be just a particular tribe, but particular blood types and access codes. I know mine is Mem. If you study 119, you'll know which one is written for your ancestral line at this very date, moment, and time that is needed for you to call out. And when you do, before you read it, you say Mem, like for me, our line, Mem before and Mem after. Those who came through the bloodlines of the Noons, Anun, you are 105 through 112. Those who came through the bloodline of the Sams and the Semeks, remember, as above, so below. Some of those took on Sam or Samuel and came through Sam line and became worshipers of demons because they came out of the house of Solomon also. Your line is 113 through 120. The Eins, it's not AI ends. AI in historical time travel was pronounced I. AI is pronounced I. So when you see the word AI in scripture, it's not pronounced AI, the land of AI. It's pronounced the land of I, where the giants were in peace and harmony, and they weren't bothering nobody. And they resonated the line of Judah and all them. They were all fine and at peace here on this side of the earth. But the Eins, and when they went to meme you or take your blueprint and use your blueprint, then that's where you see their names adjusted to have your name. And then, but they turn it and flip history because they have done the whitewashing, washing, brainwashing, and everything else that they've used with their baths to take away the memory or the recall of who you are. But Christ came with a code and a blueprint that would activate the light to remind you of who you are. The pay or the P's, you are 119, 129 through 136. The cops, you try to wonder, well, why they call them cops? Here in scripture, it's pronounced KOPH, but it's spelled KOPH, but it's solid. So it'd be the cop. But to distinguish who they are, they had to put the P on it. They 145 through 152. The Zadis, Sadie, or the Saudi Arabians. 137 through 144, 144,000 days. The Resh or the Resh, you're 153 through 160. The shins, not the shin of your leg, because we battle not against flesh and blood. You are 161 through 168. Now, the two sides of my bloodline, and why I have the thalassa blood in me, but nobody else has the thalassa blood. Even the matriarch tried to say that after they had told me time and time again that no, that wasn't in their bloodline, and then all of a sudden at the last minute they want to try to have some connection because the crafts and development of the witches within her bloodstream tried to do that, but I could see right through it, and I don't blame her or fault her at all. You will be able to see clearly through love, and then how to deal with the tricks of the devil. Because the AB blood types don't carry the thalassa. They may carry the sickle, but they won't carry the thalassa. That's my years of research and development. But because of that, my connection on the two sides, I can use the Tau. So I could read this 169 through 176. And that takes you straight into Gemini and then July. So even for those who read it, your birth chart would come up also. Or the birth chart of your ancestral one at the beginning. Under the code or the name that is given to your ancestral line. See, a lot of people didn't know what 119 was about. Why so long? Who's it to? Why? So I did mem, and I'm gonna show you now. I'll do Ta'u. And Ta'u, everybody can join along in Ta'u. Everybody joins along in Ta'u. Let me cry, or let my cry come near before thee, O Lord. Give me understanding, understanding according to thy word. I am the word that was with you before the foundations of all man-made mumbo jumbo. Let my supplication come before thee. Deliver me according to thy word. Ta'u. Ta'u. My lips shall utter praise when thou hast taught me thy words, thy statutes, thy word. When you allow me to learn who I am as word of love and light before the foundations of my mother's womb. Let Ta'u, my tongue shall speak of thy word. The word. In the beginning was the word, and the word was with God. The word was God, and the word became flesh and walked amongst men and shined a light within the dark houses that exist in this plane. For all thy commandments are righteousness. Ta'u. Ta'u. This specifically for me. 173. Let thine hand help me, for I have chosen your perception, thy precepts upon precepts. Ta'u. I have longed for thy salvation, O Lord. Long for your promises that you made, O Lord. Long for the promises when they tried to put them 125 years and kept me under their heels. I have longed for your promises, your saliva of your word. They say salvation. Let's call it your saliva, Most High God. And thy law is my delight. I am delight. I am delight. Your law is my delight. I am delight. Let my soul live with you. Ta'u, Ta'u, delight, Ta'u. Let my soul live, and it shall praise thee. And let thy judgments help me. Your judgments is your word, O Lord. Ta'u. Ta'u. I have gone astray like a lost sheep. I did. I asked Ray. Seek thy servant, for I do not forget thy commandments. You won't forget. It will remind you. It's going to come and switch on. And when it switches on, you'll be like, I remember. You won't want to do it like Michael. You remember the time when we fell in love? Do you remember when we first met, boy? You remember. I'm going to go on and get off of here. I said I was going to get off of here half an hour ago, didn't I? But again, this message is strictly to you, Elon. Huh? If you accept the love and light, you too can be saved. And I know that there's nobody on the face of the earth right now that you could trust. Because you know that the house of Solomon have eyes everywhere. But I guarantee you, they can't stop you and won't stop you if you decided right now to make your way to go talk to Dr. Malachi Z. York. Because believe me, you are in more danger than you could ever have thought or imagined in this life, in the time traveling, and in every other aspect of this reality in this plane. It's that time. That message just for you. Head honcho in charge of everything. Greater light. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe me. He been keeping his promises to me. I think I'm gonna finish this today. Hey. I'm gonna finish it today. Let's see if I can get a good blow. Let's go. Hoorah!